Good morning, traders. Welcome to this update on the euro dollar and pound dollar for the second half of this week. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. Let's start with this euro dollar. It's breaking actually to the upside right here, right now. So we are seeing that bullish continuation as expected. I talked about that on Monday, indicating that if we see a decent candle closing above this fractal, that we should see a continuation and not a push below 120, 125, and that's what happened indeed. Price respecting the 120-125 zone, making a break, pull back, and bouncing at that zone and continuing now with that follow through. So that pattern has indeed happened and is taking place actually now. Targets close by though, 121.25 went to 122.25 and 122.50. So there's not much space. Maybe on a 5-minute chart, if there is some kind of flag pattern here, for instance, to indicate a consolidation, to indicate some pause, and then a continuation higher. There could be some scalping trades to the upside. But let's see. I mean, this is already a higher high as we speak. Yes, indeed. So we're never guaranteed necessarily that the price will reach the targets. So, it's also quite, I think, a wise thing to keep an eye on this 1 hour candle. If there's a big wick at this hourly candle, that might be it. This upside might be over, right? I mean, not fully over, but this particular swing might be over. I indicated that we have a space, in my view, to move up higher as price is breaking above the 20 EMA zone is here as well. There was a break, pullback, continuation, and this was part of the continuation, in my view. One of the reasons why I was bullish on Monday, because price neatly stayed above the 21 EMA. That's why also the 21 EMA and the 144 EMA and all these moving averages, fibs, fractals are so important. That's all of that I explained in my SWAT course, and definitely recommend my own SWAT course, of course, and my SWAT ebook if you want to start a little bit cheaper at 25 euros. So yeah, all of that I explained in that. But so we'll have to see if it has momentum. We got to keep an eye. I'm going to keep an eye on this 4 hour candle to see if the bulls can keep control, and this 1 hour candle. If it doesn't close at least above halfway to mark, halfway to candle from high to low, there's a decent chance of a follow through to the targets I mentioned at 122.50. And in that case, as long as price makes a bull flag pattern, I'll even put a fib from here to here, right? If it stays, it might continue right away, by the way. I'm not saying it will make a flag, because this is a momentum at this moment. And it could just blast through right away as well. But if it does make a flag that stays above the 50 fib, it could be good follow through, and there could be some scalping trades. Otherwise, anyone who's in longs, like I am, basically trying to catch as much profit as possible. Then again, if it does reverse, want to exit at the best moment possible. So if there is a break of the 50 fib, I'll look for a pullback and try to exit, around 121.90, probably 121.90 ish, and take the profit there. Now, what could happen at 122.50? Well, there's of course a decent chance of some kind of bounce. We'll have to see what kind of bounce. Let's put the fib from here to here. And we can see that there could be more upside possible. 122.50 is a quarter level. But if you look at the fibs, 123.40-ish, 35 is the 88.6 fib. So there could be a follow through to the upside. Let's get rid of this fib. And let's take a look at the 4 hour chart. And if this is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's put a fib on the wave 3. All right, there we go. And let's take a look at those targets, 122.80-ish. So what could happen is that price continues higher, goes to 120.75 or 122.50, makes a flag pattern there again, and then continues higher. So I don't think that if price hits 122.50 that the uptrend is necessarily over. This is looking like a wave 3, and therefore there could be strong movements. Price can go quite far compared to the fib of the first wave here, and it could easily hit the minus 161.8 target at 124.40. So there's plenty of upside potential here left, even if it hits 122.50. So I'm personally not looking for any reversal kind of trading ideas at 122.50 at all. In my view, I mean, okay, I guess 20, 30 pip scalp is possible, but maybe even 50. But I don't expect that much. I don't expect a huge reversal trade at 122.50, you know, flying down here. I don't expect that personally, because I see here a 1-2, a 1-2, 3, 4, 5 to finish 3, a 4, a 5 to finish bigger 3, and another 4 and 5. So this just, I mean, I might be, you know, I'm not sure. There could be 3 breaks of the top. Now that could slow down. Price doesn't have to be as impulsive, and eventually it might just, the whole uptrend might end at 124, 125. But there's, in any case, plenty of up pattern left, and we'll have to see, depending on the momentum, we'll have to see what kind of targets are doable to the upside, whether that's 23.50 or 124.50 or 125 or 125.50 or even more, maybe 127.50. We'll have to see. But definitely uptrend looking strong at this moment. My personal, you know, what I like the most is a flag pattern here, back to 122 and then a continuation higher. That personally looks like the most interesting setup at this moment. And the most recent past, the end of the wave C here, that was a good trade, and even here, as I already mentioned on Monday, right? Those were good, I think, ideas to trade that upside. By the way, before I take a look at the pound, one quick note on my guide. You can check it out here at, if you go to Research and Education, click on Education, and then you'll see this, scroll a little bit lower, you'll find the Elliott Wave Pattern and Fib Guide, but you also see a 5-step guide for trading and mastering charts. I just released it over the weekend. You see 12th of December 2020. It's I wanted to make a reference guide so you have all kind of key articles, resources in one spot about the key parts, the key things that you need for analyzing charts. All of it is in there. I would definitely recommend to save the link. I think it's a great resource. And yeah, so check that out. Here it is, as you can see. And it goes on, of course. Okay, Pound USD. So maybe some of you saw my wave analysis. I'm indicating that probably with the double divergence between the bottoms here, the double bottom, the end of wave 5 of maybe some kind of correction is over. And yeah, we might be looking at a bigger reversal if we break this, and it is breaking this. And it's also breaking above the 21 EMA as we speak, and for the second time. So this looks like it could move up. And we could be looking at a wave 5. Here is looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that wave 5, let's see, might go, for instance, to 138.60 or 143 even, or somewhere in between. So plenty of upside. But if it does complete that wave 5, then we expect some kind of bounce to the downside, maybe some ABC pattern, maybe retest a broken resistance trend line, and we'll find probably a bounce again, I think. If this is some kind of A, B, C, or even a 1, 2, 3 pattern, we will see another swing up, in my view. This could take, you know, years to play out, though. For the moment, we have a bullish breakout potential here, and it's looking like a wave 5 also on the 4-hour chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as I said on Monday, if I remember correctly, that this could be an ABC completed, and we're looking now at bullish momentum. Let's see where the Monday video was made. Around here. So yeah, around here actually. Sorry, I remember. Yeah, I said that it's likely to bounce at this resistance trend line because it's a momentum, but it has moved already quite a lot, and it's bound to make a pullback. First, wait for the pullback, and I was going to be looking for a continuation higher. So I didn't trade this one myself, but did work out, as you can see nicely. The pullback indeed made a bounce at the resistance trend line as expected. The pin bar, pretty good clue. And then indeed making a bounce here at the support zone. In my view, this candle would have been the confirmation. And it's up more than 120 pips at this moment from that point. And it broke above the trend line. Now at this moment, I think it would be good to see some kind of bull flag pattern. Before trading it, because at this moment, I don't know, it seems not really a good spot with the round 135 level, previous stop quite close by. Could be a spot of hesitation. You see some sellers step in, although that's just yeah, we have to wait for this candle to finish. But a retest of the 20 MA and then a bounce and continuation looks good to me for a continuation higher and the uptrend continuation up to, yeah, probably first 137.50 quarter level. So waiting for an hourly flag should be good for a follow through. But in any case, the bounce, the continuation, that has happened. Let's see if we get the pattern and follow through for upside on the pound USD. That's about it, folks. Well, thank you for joining. I hope that you check out that guide. I really did a lot of effort and time went into that. And I did it so, yeah, so that traders have a good resource, because we got a lot of good feedback from our Fib and Elliott Wave guide. And a lot of people, traders, use that intensively and actively. And I wanted to make sure that that we have something that is more, for charts and patterns in general, and for technical analysis in general, not only for fibs and waves. So that guide, I think, certainly has, reached its goal. That said, it's still only a small part of all the resources we have in the SWAT ebook with 580 pages. So if you like this, I would recommend the SWAT ebook for 24.95 euros. Not expensive, 25 euros, let's say. Or, of course, my SWAT course, or, yeah, there is way more material, even more material that you can find there, all right? Wish you all great trading, and we'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.